I'm at St. Louis's Lafayette Park. Some people say it's the oldest park west of the Mississippi, and it's supposed to be very haunted. Starting in the 1700s, when St. Louis was just beginning to be a city, this area was all rural, and it was used as common ground to hunt, to gather firewood, and to graze animals. As St. Louis City was expanding, the city decided to put aside 30 acres to save as a park. In 1851, they developed those acres, and it became Lafayette Square. In 1858, they put aside 8 acres for a military camp. It was a 2,300-man encampment filled with tents and campfires. It's where they trained Civil War soldiers, the Union. After the Civil War, the park was improved, and it was nothing to have over 1,000 people here on a weekend. On May 27th, 1896, St. Louis, Missouri was hit by the 3rd deadliest tornado in U.S. history. It was reported that its path was a mile wide, and that before it came, the sky had turned as dark as midnight. It went for 20 minutes, and in that time period, 255 people were killed, more than 1,000 were injured, and over 5,000 people were homeless. This park was one of the hardest hit. It was completely leveled. They did restore it, though. The park did start to decline after World War II. The park house was boarded up. Homeless people were camped out in the park. The pond was filled, and the neighborhood declined, and it started to become a high crime area. But however, they decided to restore it in the 70s, and now we have an awesome park that people say is haunted. People claim they hear voices, they see apparitions, including Civil War soldiers. They built a police station, which is now known as the Park House, in 1867. I have a map, and stop 1 is the Park House. Is there anybody here? Is there an officer? I'd like to speak to an officer. Who's on duty? You can talk into my camera. I heard there are a lot of people here at Lafayette Park, Lafayette Square. Now they use it as a neighborhood gathering place, I believe. Oh, I think you can see him. Can you come to the window? Can you open the door? One of these days, one of these doors is gonna open, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble. Can you look out the windows? I heard there's a lot of spirits here. People see them walking around, talking. They hear them talking. Can you talk to me? Can you show yourself to me? My name is Shannon. Now this is stop 2. It's the circular horse watering trough. It was converted to a planter by the end of the 1800s. My horse is thirsty. It's out of water. Pretty cool. Your horse looks thirsty. Do you want to bring it over here? I'd love to hear your horse walk. Or neigh. Can you get your horse to neigh? To hear your horse walk. To hear your horse walk. To hear your horse walk. There used to be a summer cottage that was here, and they built this pavilion on the same exact spot. Oh, it's got ceiling fans. Is there anyone here in the summer cottage? Can you see the ducks? Is there anybody down here at the pond? I heard a noise. I still hear a noise. It's a little something. I knew I heard a noise. What is that? Is that a chipmunk or a squirrel? Garden sure is pretty. Can you wave from the summer house? What did people do at the summer house? Can I see you? Are you up there? We're coming up on stop number 4. It's a bronze casting of a life-size statue of George Washington. It was placed in the park in 1869. Is there a ceremony today for the dedication of the George Washington statue? Stop number 5 is the base to the original music stand. The pavilion that was here was destroyed and the park was leveled by the 1896 tornado. Can you play some music for me? I want to hear some music. can you use that white noise to talk to me? Can you tell me your name? Steve? Gabriel? Were you musicians? Can you play some music now? Can I hear some music? What's your favorite song? The 4th. Did you play on the 4th of July? Ooh. Did you see the swan boats? What year is it? Are there any speeches today? Can you touch my machine again? Make it go off? I'd love to hear some music. Is that the statue that was dedicated? Oh, my machine's going off. It's going off again. Did you play a horn? Yes, I did. What kind of horn? Oh, I didn't catch that. What instrument did you play? Thank you for trying to talk to me. I hope you played some music for me. And that must have been a sight to see, this old bandstand. Does this door open? No, it does not. Can you let me in? Where do I get a swan boat at? Did the lake used to be bigger? Oh, there's a bird nest up there. It's the Kern Pavilion, which was the comfort station. Which I don't, back in 1908, what's a comfort station? Can you let me in so I can get comfortable? Can you open that door? Now it just looks like you can rent it out for parties and stuff. Whose guns are these? Is there anybody here? Did we sink the ship? The Americans? Can you shoot one of the cannons? Did anybody die when the ship sank? Are there any Revolutionary War soldiers here? Oh, it's hard to read. There's got to be a better way to do these monuments, because when it's sunny, you just can't read them. They need shade over them. June 28th, 1776. It's the Thomas Hart Benton statue, dedicated in 1868. Was the first public monument in the state of Missouri. I read it was the first public monument west of the Mississippi. This is the one that was dedicated and 40,000 people showed up. It's a big crowd. How many people do you think are in this crowd? I can't hear the band. Are they going to play? Awesome speech. I think this may be the athletic field, and this is where Camp Jesse was. Where the Civil War soldiers were camped out. Is there anybody here? People say they see Civil War soldiers here. The old military prison's only 2 miles from here. I heard they used to bring Confederate soldiers here, and their stories that they were executed by firing squad. I know just south of here is Fort Number 4. Of the 10 St. Louis forts, and they did execute 6 Confederate soldiers. Are they here? If you want to talk to me, all you have to do is talk into this camera. We'd love to see you. Even just your shadow. Is there anybody here from the tornado? The cyclone? Is it your apparition people see? Are there any soldiers here? Is this Camp Jesse? What's your name? Nancy? It was like a whistle too.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Sounds like a woman. Were you here when the tornado hit? The cyclone? Whose apparition is it that they see? Where's the military prison? Is there anybody here from the prison? Were there Confederate soldiers executed here? Can you come touch my machine? Show me you're here. Touch my machine. If you touch it, it'll light up and make a noise. It won't hurt you. Is there anything you want to say? You want me to know? How are you doing? Ooh. Is that you? Oh, it might be the window too. Let's see how it's blowing. Oh, it's blowing now though, but I mean it's moving now.
Right.
That's not going up. If that was you, do it again. Can you touch the machine again? Can I ask you yes or no questions? Were you here when the cyclone happened? Touch the machine if the answer is yes. Yeah, I can see it's wiggling now and it's not going on.
Right.
Were you part of Camp Jesse? Touch the machine if the answer is yes. Did you ride in a swan boat? Were you homeless when the park was dilapidated? Were you a homeless person? Touch the machine. Did it go?
I almost did.
Touch the machine if someone is still here. Are you still with us? Well, we're gonna go. Unless you touch the machine again. Maybe it was just somebody passing through.
That's what I was getting ready to say that. Yep.